Hello, we are going to talk about managing the contract with Denver Human Services today. We have a $50,000 contract. It's not yet been signed. They are waiting for an insurance waiver. Uh, if we don't get an insurance waiver, we may have to buy a cyber liability insurance, which will cost us a few $1,000s. Something to keep in mind. But once we have a signed contract, this contract we have to finish by December of 2021. It's a total $50,000, so it shouldn't take that long. If we build them $15,000, $20,000 a month, we should be okay in a couple of months. Only thing to keep in mind is these are both contract with City of Denver, HFDK, and Human Services. So we cannot double bill them in a sense that the same invoice cannot go to both of these people. It has to go to one or the other. So if we have multiple invoice in a month, we can, let's say we have $100,000 invoice in a month or $60,000 invoice in a month, we can send $30,000, $40,000 to HFDK and $20,000 to Human Services. That is allowed, but same invoice cannot go. That's just something to keep in mind. As always, you will see all these document in image silo. There are 4 contract documents I put in here. One is all the required forms which Bob signed. One is the rejection of workers' comp document, which we don't need because we don't have employees. One is the insurance certificate, and one is the human services contact list. This contact list, and I also, by the way, put original grant application. It's about 99 pages. You're welcome to read that if you're bored someday. But the contact list is probably the most important thing because the contract has not yet started. 2 things here. We don't have a template invoice with this group. So you can just use your standard food for thought invoice, which is perfectly fine. But this contract is a little bit different in a sense that they not only require invoice from Food Bank of Iraqis, not just that order receipt, but the actual invoice and a canceled check as a proof that we paid that before we can invoice them. So something to keep in mind that we'll need an invoice along from Food Bank of Iraqis along with cancel check or a bank statement showing that we paid for that invoice. Very important to keep that in mind when we bill them on a monthly basis. So I'm going to stop sharing and start sharing again to show you that contact list real quick. Let me see where that is. Right there. So Denver Human, okay, this is actually not that document. This is the actual original 99-page proposal I was talking to you about. Let me stop sharing again and let me find that Word document to share with you. Let's see if that's it. Okay, this is it. Hopefully you can see this context. So Lisetta Munoz, she is the DHS manager. She's the manager of the whole group. I talked to her once. I don't have her phone number, but she essentially handed this over to this lady named, forgive me, I'm butchering her name, Xochitl Diaz. She's a fiscal administrator. So for all practical purposes, she's managing our contract. The actual contract administrator is Tammy Tapia. So she's in charge of managing the invoices and whatnot. But she has also delegated these to Christina Rios. So we kind of, because this is a small contract for them, we got delegated down. But these are the 4 people who manage this particular contract. Should be very straightforward. If you have any questions, always please give me a call. I'm going to stop sharing. Thanks again. Bye.